Hey there. You want to do the cube, do you? Well, there's a couple things that you need. First, you need to go and do Chaos Dungeons. And then you'll get a entrance ticket cube bound. So it's bound to the character that you're on. So you can only do the cube mechanics on that specific character. It's not able to be crossed over to a different character on the roster. It's only there. So these are pretty rare in Chaos Dungeons. I believe they only appear whenever you use an Aura of Resonance, so it has to be within your 2 dailies on that character. But when you do get one, as long as you have done the quest that allows you to go into it, you find this little thing on the mini-map or on the actual map. It is a cube. It's probably the easiest entrance to find. It is a cube. And when you go here, so this can be done with other people. I actually recommend doing this with other people because even though some things scale, there's a certain set of floors where you need to run away from an enemy because they detonate. And you could just accidentally slip up and die. And if there's 3 other people, well, then you have 3 more chances that you will still get through. So the rewards for the cube are very interesting. They generally, the main one is the breath of the tier. So in this one, it's Star's Breath for tier 1, tier 2 is the Moon's Breath, and tier 3 is the 3 different types of breaths. So, you know, that gets a lot more complicated. But we're at tier 1 with this character, with my Berserker. And you can also get the masterpieces, which are collectibles, and you can get engravings and XP cards. So it's basically just a nice boost to the account, or to the character, each time you get one of these tickets and you can go in. The way it works is you have multiple floors, and every time you beat a floor, you gain progress towards a better chest of rewards at the end. You want to try to get all the way to the end to get the platinum chest. There's both an achievement for it, there's some quests for it, there's a weekly for it. In fact, I'm going to turn on that weekly if it's got good rewards. Cube silver. I don't really need silver, so I'm actually not going to turn that one. So you can do matchmaking or enter or find a party. So you can find a party, you know, people that are doing, like, they want to do 3 cubes. So that's, you know, that party's asking for you to have 3 tickets. So another thing about this is whenever you do matchmaking, you can technically take in other players by using more entrance tickets. But I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to hit accept. So I'm not carrying people through. I'm just using my own ticket for my own progress, and they're each using their own tickets.
Welcome.
So
to the cube.
This is basically how it works. You have those zones where you can change out your stuff. You cannot use regular potions in here. You can only use the percent HPs. You can use bombs. You can use all the other types of consumables. You always get a power-up at the beginning. So like this one we got, it's crit rate. So it can be either a power-up or a detriment. It can be good or bad. And I'm not going to go into Berserk mode right now just because I want to keep my health. Actually, I should. It'll come.
Success.
So you can see how it goes up towards the next chest. And the first chest is bronze. So we're going to go for a bronze chest. The further that you get, the better the chest. And if you get all the way to the final chest, which I believe is a platinum or diamond, you just get that chest and the run's over. It really just stops you and says, hey, you did it. So we're going to go as far as we can here because I want to try to show you those explosion guys. So this might be a little bit longer than a quick tutorial video like normal, but you can kind of get a good preview because these tickets, they're not common. So you really don't want to waste them. You don't want to lose out on them. In fact, yesterday had my internet cut out during one of them. I was on the final stage and it cut out and I came back and it was just gone. The ticket doesn't get refunded. It basically acts as though you alt F4'd. So in this one, I got cooldown 50%. So basically you can just spam your abilities more, which is great. Sometimes it'll give you move speed up, sometimes it'll give you move speed down. It's all randomized. I don't even know what that mark is. It's like a... What?
Success.
Pretty sure I've seen that as like a little animal. So now we've gotten the obtained the bronze chest. You can see that each round you get a bonus based on clearing it, the number of people that survived. So in this one we got minus 30% HP, but we also still got 50% cooldown. So we got a negative and a positive. And this is like a boss one, so we got to kill the boss and a bunch of mini enemies that go with them. So you get all kinds of different stuff that will happen inside here, and a lot of it is randomized. Like, I don't remember ever fighting this boss in the cube. So it's always a little bit fresh. It's not like, hey, it's always just the exact same boss as these things every single time. And the specialty things, like the buffs and debuffs, change that too. And there's no reason to ever stop. There's a button that pops up that says stop. You never want to do that. So this one here, I'm poisoned. So every 3 seconds, so it becomes a race against the clock, even more so, because you don't want to take a bunch of damage. So it's go as fast as you can, because now you're taking damage. Which is also really bad for Mayhem Berserker, because I already have a low life pool, because I forced it that way. And your damage reduction on Mayhem does not reduce poison. At least not this poison, because this is like a mechanical poison. So you can see in the top left there, the time was counting down. If you run out of time, that it just ends it. So we got survival bonus. We're almost to the silver chest. We got lucky, so now we're recovering health every 5 seconds. Oh, I was tapping that rather than hitting it. You can also use your awakening ability in here. Just try to make things go faster. You want to work together a lot of the times too, so like if you're the type of person that has the knockback abilities that are going to like spread everything out, don't use that in here. Use the ones that pull things together, try to kill them faster, because you're racing against that clock. If you run out of time, you fail, and you only get whatever you get. So right now, if we fail this next one, we would only get the silver chest. So if this one's a survival one. So these are the little dudes that they chase a specific player, and then they run at them and they make a little AoE and they explode. And they will mix in regular mobs in here. So you have to kill the regular mobs while also dodging those little bombers. And they can spawn just about anywhere. So you can see there, I gotta dodge out, otherwise I would have just died there. They do a considerably high amount of damage. Like you can see how all of my teammates have died now. So this is now on me. You finish this off, except I hit the wrong button, so now you can see how we just failed. We only got a silver chest. That's bad. That's really bad. So that's basically like wasting a cube ticket. Yeah, and that's partially on me because I hit an ability that stun locks me and didn't realize that there was a bunch of those guys, but I don't know what everybody else was doing. So you can see you get the silver chest. You can leave, you can do re-entry if you have more tickets. I'm going to leave. I'm going to do my other ticket whenever I'm not recording, so I'm a little more focused. Because those are the only floors I find that are actually difficult. Because those guys just one-shot you. They just do so much damage. So now we got this chest. So ideally it would be a platinum or diamond chest, but, you know, it is what it is. We're going to open this up. And it's going to give us some Stars Breaths. We got 5 Stars Breaths, and we got this engraving. You're going to get much better rewards the better the chest is. If anything, though, it is probably good that I died there. That way, the video would not be an additional 5 minutes long. So that's your cube in a nutshell. You definitely want to do them whenever you get them because they drop bound materials. You can see this one, it's bound. So it's only to the character. You can't sell it. So if I were about to get to tier 2 and I still have this ticket, there's really no reason to have that ticket. Like, you do get tradable engravings, but that's really all you're getting. And these tickets only come from those Aura of Resonance Chaos Dungeons. So yeah, use them as you get them. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the cube. So, cheers!